Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to our English online session. Dear students, today we are going to learn a grammar topic. Each and every day, dear students, you have to learn something new and keep yourself updated. Today we shall learn sentence pattern. Before proceeding to sentence pattern, one should know what is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words which gives a complete meaning to the sentence. That is, which makes a complete sense to the sentence. Example, am I engineer and do you think this sentence is correct? No, it's incorrect. Why? Because it does not give a complete meaning. Take the second example, I am an engineer. This sentence is correct because it gives a complete meaning to the sentence. So, a sentence is a group of words which gives a complete meaning to the sentence. Next, coming to sentence pattern. What is sentence pattern? A sentence pattern is an arrangement of words in sequential order. That is, the words should be placed. Words in the sense subject, verb, object. It should be placed in a sequential order so that it gives a complete meaning to the sentence. So, sentence pattern is an arrangement of words, that is, placement of verbs and nouns in a proper way to give a meaningful sentence. Now let us learn some of the basic sentence patterns. Some of the basic sentence patterns in English are SV, SVO, SVC, SVOO, SVOC, SVA, SVOA. S indicates subject, V represents verb, O object, C complement, A adjunct or adverbial. I hope you would be familiar with all these things. Now let us discuss one by one in detail. First one is subject. The subject of the sentence is the person, place, thing or idea that is doing something or being something. To be very simple, subject is nothing but the first part of the sentence is subject usually. Example, Venka is writing a letter. So Venka is a person, so it is the subject here. The ringmaster was also a South Indian. So the ringmaster is the subject here. So subject is nothing but the person, place or a thing which is doing something or being something. The subject answers the questions what, who. Let's see some examples. Rahul won the match. Who won the match? The cat killed the rat. Who killed the rat? So it answers the question what and who. So subject answers the question what and who. Now let us discuss what is a verb. In a sentence, next to subject comes the verb. A verb is a kind of word which talks about or which deals about an action. Example, he opened the door of the cage. Opened as the verb in this sentence. So what is a verb? A verb is a word which pertains to action. It is an action word. Next, we are going to talk about different kinds of verbs. First one is auxiliaries. We have discussed in a previous session. Am, is, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did. They are primary auxiliaries. Next, coming to modals, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. Next, semi-modals, dare to, need to, used to, ought to. Next, finite verbs. So, finite verbs are nothing but action words. Talk, sing, write, dance, play, cook, teach. So, ordinary action words which are called as the finite verbs. So, verbs are classified into auxiliaries, modals, semi-modals. So, in the previous session, we have discussed everything. There are 24 auxiliaries in English language. So, verbs are classified into auxiliaries, modals, semi-modals, and the finite verbs. So finite verbs, these are the verbs which deals with action. So the action words which are called as the finite verbs. So here are the few examples: talk, sing, write, dance, play, all related to action. So they are called as finite verbs. There are 24 auxiliaries in English language. Now coming to the object of the sentence. Object of the sentence which receives the action of the verb. Example: some thief had removed most of my things. What had some thief removed? They have removed most of my things. So it receives the action of the verb. So object is classified into two types: direct object and indirect object. Direct object which answers the question what. Indirect object answers the question whom. Example: I gave him my pen. So what you gave him? Pen. So pen is the direct object. To whom you gave? To him. So him is the indirect object. So make it very clear. So direct object answers the question what. Indirect object answers the question whom in a sentence. So object, it is classified into direct object and indirect object. Next, coming to complement. From the term, it's very clear that complement is equal to complete. That is, a complement which gives a complete meaning to the sentence. If you remove complement from the sentence, it will not give a complete meaning. So, a complement is complete by itself. I was a bachelor. Example: I was a bachelor. I subject was verb. So a bachelor is a complement. Next, there are two types of complement: subject complement and object complement. What is a subject complement? Subject complement which expresses the subject's quality or identity or the condition. Example: she is a doctor, which is a subject here. She is a subject here. S is the verb. A doctor is a complement here. So it talks about the subject's quality, identity or condition. Then it is called a subject complement. She looks sad, which is the subject here. She looks verb. Sad is the complement. Next, coming to object complement. Object complement which expresses the object's quality, identity or condition. So they made her angry. They refers to subject, made verb, her is the object, angry is the complement. So it talks about object's quality, identity or condition. She called him a liar. She is the subject, called is the verb, him is the object, a liar is a complement. So when it discusses the object's identity or condition, then it is object complement. Next, there are some key words to find out the complements. Am, is, are, was, were, has been, have been, had been, will be, will have been, might have been. So these are the linking verbs. So become, grow, prove, smell, taste, stay, appear, seem, look, remind, sound, turn, get, feel. These are the key words. After these words, a sentence which takes a complement. So it's a key rule that after this particular words which comes a complement. I become a doctor. So become, after become, it's very sure that the word is complement. So these are the words which takes complement. Last is the adjunct or the adverbial. So complement, as I said before, which gives complete meaning to the sentence. Without the complement, the sentence is not complete. Here, adjunct is the opposite of complement. It gives additional meaning to the sentence. Without adjunct, the sentence is complete. Example: L didn't inspire confidence in anyone. So in anyone, which is an additional part of the sentence. Adjunct or adverbial, it answers the question why, when, where, how. So it's very important, you should remember how to find an adjunct. It gives additional meaning to the sentence. Then it answers the question why, when, where, how. So why, stating the reason: due to cold, I couldn't attend the exam. So when, it talks about the time. now, later, where, it talks about the place, here, there, how, it refers to place, how did you come, by bus, cycle, etc. So, adjunct or adverbial, it answers the question why, when, where, how. So, there is a difference between complement and adjunct. Complement which gives complete meaning to the sentence, whereas adjunct which gives additional meaning to the sentence. Without adjunct, the sentence is complete. The sentence will be complete. So, please keep it in mind that adjunct and complement are two contrary concepts. So, complement, complete meaning to the sentence. Adjunct, A denotes additional meaning to the sentence, and adjunct, it answers the question why, when, where, how. Now let us learn 7 basic sentence patterns in English language. First one is SV, SVO, SVC, SVOO, SVOC, SVA, SVOA. These are the 7 basic sentence pattern in English language. Pattern 1, subject plus verb. Example, Vanka cried. Vanka is the subject, cried is the verb. So what is pattern 1? Subject plus verb. So it consists of subject and verb. Vanka cried. Vanka is the subject, cried is the verb. Pattern 2, S plus V plus O. The grandfather teased the maids. The grandfather is the subject, teased verb, the maids is the object. So what is pattern 2? Subject plus verb plus object. Next, coming to pattern 3, subject plus verb plus complement. So complement which gives complete meaning to the sentence. Mr. Thorett was robust. Mr. Thorett, subject was verb, robust is complement. So after the be verbs auxiliaries which takes the complement. So pattern 3, SVC. Pattern 4, subject plus verb plus object plus object. So there are 2 objects in this sentence. All actors gave the dog great respect. All actors, subject, gave verb, the dog, object, great respect, also object. So what is pattern 4? Subject plus verb plus object. Next, coming to pattern 5, SVOC. The crowd made the tiger angry. The crowd is the subject, made is the verb, the tiger object, angry is the complement. So certain words which takes complement, the word made takes complement. Pattern 6, the doctor escaped to a friend's house. The doctor, subject, escaped, verb, to a friend's house, adjunct. So pattern 6 is subject plus verb plus adjunct, or otherwise called as adverbial, which gives additional meaning to the sentence. Next, pattern 7, subject plus verb plus object plus adjunct. Vanka put the pen down. Vanka is the subject, put verb, the pen is the object, down is the adjunct. We shall discuss some examples. First one, he is a lawyer. He, subject, is auxiliary verb. A lawyer is a complement. So what is the rule for complement? After the be verb which comes a complement after the auxiliaries. So auxiliary or the helping verbs. The cat killed the mouse. The cat, subject, killed, verb, the mouse is the object. I hate food. I, subject, hate, verb, food is the object. The cow gives us milk. So the cow is the subject, gives, verb, us is indirect object, milk is direct object. So do you remember, the direct object answers the question what, indirect object answers the question whom. What does the cow give? Milk to whom? Us. My father told me the whole story. My father, subject, told, verb, me, indirect object, the whole story, direct object. I saw 2 vans, subject, verb, 2 vans is the object. Next, mosquitoes spread malaria. Subject, spreads, verb, object, malaria. The baby cries, the subject, cries, which is the verb. Next, we shall see, I will stay in a hotel. I refers to subject, will, stay, so auxiliary plus main verb, so it is a verb. In a hotel is adjunct or adverbial. I will stay. So when it answers the question how, when, where, then it is a adverbial. So where it answers in a hotel. We are living happily. So how it answers. So it is SVA. The train arrived late. So SVA. He plays cricket. Subject, verb, object. Birds fly. Subject, verb. So adjunct or adverbial answers the question how, when, where, why. Next, the journey seemed endless. Journey, subject, verb, seemed. Endless is complement. So the word seem which takes complement. She appeared angry. Appeared which takes complement. It rains heavily. How it rains? Heavily. SVA. So certain words which takes complements already we have discussed in the previous slides. Next example. My car is in workshop. So where is your car? In workshop. It answers the question where. My car, subject is verb in workshop. A. The ball is in the air. So the ball is the subject, is verb in the air. A. My brother is a chess player. SVC. So after am, is, was, where, have, has, had, which takes a complement in a sentence. Coming to the next example. I have never seen this before. I, subject, have never seen. Verb, object. This, before is adjunct. So before, the word before, so it is additional meaning to the sentence. He will become a software engineer. He is the subject, will become. Verb, a software engineer is a complement. Dear students, that's all about sentence pattern. I hope you would have understood and familiar with this topic. Kindly learn all the rules and apply it in the assignment questions. About 20 questions have been given for you. Kindly attend all the questions. Thank you, dear students.